Here I am Rupa teacher with my new video, and my topic is indices, and this is for chapter 9 ICSE board. Actually this chapter is in CBSE also, but the classes may be different. So before starting with the topic, I want to say one thing: you must like my video, put your comments, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and that is Strengthen PCM with Rupa ma'am. So I'm going to start indices. One thing I want to tell you to all the viewers or the children, that actually indices you may consider as the easiest chapter of standard 9. Why I'm telling you that is the easiest? Because you have learned about exponents, powers. This is that chapter only, nothing else. Whatever you have learned till now in that concept where your teacher in junior classes taught you about power and exponent, we are going to learn about that only. So before starting the new part, because it's for standard 9, so this is the advanced form of exponent, I want to recapitulate all the formula. One thing I want to mention here, what is indices? See, you have learned about the exponent or power, right? So exponent is actually index. Okay, in plural, single form we are calling it index or exponent, and plural of index is indices. And if you are going to write plural of exponent, you may write exponents. Okay, so we will learn about that thing only. Here you will learn one new thing, that will be fractional indices or source. So before coming to that topic, I want to do some recapitulation about the topic. One more thing, already you know that if any number is written in this form, here this is called as base, and this is power or exponent or indices. Okay, so you must keep this thing in your mind. Few more things you have learned, that 0 power of any number is always equals to 1, where a is real number. Okay, always remember here a is real number. We are talking about base. So let's start. Recapitulate all the rules and regulation of chapter exponent or indices. First, one more thing I want to show you, that I'm going to show the proof also. Okay, because so many times I have seen that children are confused. Okay, so with the small explanation you will get the idea how this formula came. Fine, children? So first thing is that if you are going to multiply two numbers, okay, two numbers are there like a to the power m into a to the power n, that is equals to what? You all have memorized the formula that a is equals to, if the numbers are multiplied, bases are same, then powers will be added. So you are supposed to memorize the formula, but it is my habit to tell the student, instead of memorizing, try to understand the concept, that how the formula came, so that at the moment during examination, if you forget the formula, you can quickly set your own formula. Fine. So I am going to prove all these things, so it will become very easy to memorize. Fine, children. So I am going to prove it. First one, how we can say that a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to a to the power m plus n. For that, I will start from LHS. This is useful for standard 8 and 7 also, because there they are just memorizing the formula. Instead of memorizing, try to understand how this came. So what is LHS? It is a to the power m into a to the power n. Okay. For example, I can take one number. I have written 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 4, right? In place of a we have taken 2, and in place of m we have written 3, in place of n here is 4. Means bases are same, powers are different, and we need to prove that this is equals to, instead of writing here LHS, we will write LHS here. Okay, so we need to prove that 2 to the power 7, this will be equal. We are going to prove that because 3 plus 4 is 7, LHS and RHS. So here we are writing LHS, so it is, so LHS what, 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 4, so it is 2 into 2 into 2, 3 times, into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 4 4 times. So overall, how many times 2 we have written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is our RHS. See how it is easy to memorize the concept. It means what you will memorize here, if the bases are same, powers may be different or same, you just add the powers and write only once that base. No need to repeat time and again. Okay. For example, if you will see that a number is written in this form, like 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 6. You can write 2 to the power 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 6. That is what? See? This will be 2 to the power 14. Okay. So this is the formula. That what is the concept? This rule is valid only when the bases are same. If base is like this, you can't follow this rule. Okay. You can't follow it because bases are different. Fine, children. Now we are coming to second formula. And our second formula is a to the power m to the power n. Okay. And your teacher taught you that write the base once and multiply both the power. Power to the power on any base will be multiplied. How it happened? We have to memorize it. But how it happened, we are going to cross check. So let's see. For example, second one, we are going to check like 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 3 whole square. And our rule says that if there is one base and power to the power is there, so multiply the number. So I will multiply it and it should be 2 to the power 6. So we are going to cross check it. Okay, let's see. Our LHS is 2 to the power 3 whole square. Okay, so if I want to open it, what I will do first of all, as my Bodma says that we have to solve the bracket part. Okay, so I'm going to do that. That is 2 into 2 into 2 whole square. Power 3 was written there, so I have repeated 2 3 times, that is thrice. And power 2 is at its own place. And now what? This thing twice. It means what? 2 into 2 into 2. And once again 2 into 2 into 2. So how many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? See. Verified? So we just memorize after understanding the concept. So in this way our second formula also verified. Now coming to third one. Two numbers are in this way written as fractional number. A to the power m divided by a to the power n. Bases are same, powers are different. What we can do? We are writing a to the power m minus n. It means instead of writing twice both the bases, you do one thing. What you have to do? We will subtract the number. Right, children? A to the power m minus n. Written a and numerator power is here and denominator power will be subtracted. This is valid for this one also. If a to the power m divided by a to the power n, both are same thing, right? So we are going to see the proof of this formula. Is it right or not? So for third one, we will take again a formula like 2 to the power 3 upon 2 to the power 2 square, 2 cube divided by 2 square. It is equals to 2 to the power 3 minus 2. We have subtracted the powers. So it is 2 to the power 1 means 2, right? We are going to cross check it. It is right or not. So we will start from LHS. 2 to the power 3. Okay, and here is 2 square. So when we will write in expanded form, it is like that. Instead of writing 2 cube, I have written 2 into 2 into 2. And instead of writing 2 square, I have written 2 into 2. Now what? 2, 2, 2, 2 cancel. What is the answer? This is your RHS. Verified, right? Now, fourth one. So whenever you will see that bases are same and the numbers are in the relation of division, powers are different, you just subtract in this way. Okay. Now, a to the power m into b to the power m. Now, here we will see that a to the power common here. Till here we have seen that bases are same. Now we have seen that your bases are different, children. Powers are same. Then what we can do, if two bases are different, they are with multiplication sign, powers are same, what you will do, you just copy the relation, that is a multiplication relation between both the number a and b. So I have written a into b and whole to the power m. No need to write separately, okay. Similarly here, if a by b to the power m is there, separately we can write. Okay, I'm coming next after this one. Let's see the proof of this one. Two different numbers are there. So for example, I will take 2 square into 3 square. Can you see the bases are different, but powers are same? That must be equals to 2 into 3 to the power 2. We are going to cross check it. Is it right or not? Right? When this formula will valid, when the powers are same, bases are different. Right? So LHS 2 square into 3 square means what? It means 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So it is 2 to 4 into 3 3 is 9 and 4 9 is 36. Okay, now see LHS. We have seen our LHS, now RHS. 2 into 3 to the power 2 whole square, or 2 into 3 is what? 6 square. That is equals to 36. So see, our LHS and RHS are equal. So again your formula is verified. So whenever you will see that bases are different but powers are same, you can write the power or the exponent or the index as common power by assembling the number inside the bracket. Now see here, a by b to the power m. Okay, two different numbers are there as fractional number. This is numerator, this is denominator, both are different numbers. There is a common power. This is just reciprocal of this formula. We can write a to the power m. Separately we can write a to the power m upon b to the power m. Or in reverse, same thing, we can say that two numbers are in division relation. Powers are same. So instead of writing twice power m, we have taken it in bracket, and then there is a common power, that is m. So we are going to see the proof. So for example, we have taken 2 by 3 to the power 3. So it must be equals to 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3. We are going to cross check. LHS is what? It is 2 by 3 whole cube. Okay, so it is 2 into 2 into 2 upon 3 into 3 into 3. So 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8, and 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. Okay, now what? RHS. Let's see. What is RHS? 2 cube upon 3 cube. Actually the same thing we are supposed to write 2 into 2 into 2 upon 3 into 3 into 3, and that is 8 upon 27. So your LHS and RHS both are equal. So your formula is very. Now next one is, if any number is written and power is with minus sign, then what we will do? We can't open the bracket. Okay, so what we have to do? For example, if it is written that a to the power 3, then what you are doing? You are writing a into a into a. But if it is written that a to the power minus 3, then what we will do? We can't write a into a into a. That is totally wrong. Then what we have to do? We have to follow this formula. What? First of all, we have to convert negative power into positive power. And how will convert negative power into positive power? By writing the reciprocal of the number. Fine, children? See, here is a to the power minus n. So that is equals to 1 upon a to the power n. This is a reciprocal number, right? Okay, so here if it is a minus 1, a to the power minus 3, so we can write it like this, a to the power 1 upon a to the power 3, and then we can copy it like this, a1 upon a into a, right? Similarly, if it is written that 1 by a to the power minus 3, then first of all change it into positive in a number where the power is a positive number. So we will write the reciprocal, and reciprocal of this number is this one. So that is equals to a into a into a, right? Now coming to last two topics that are the laws of our laws. Then if a to the power n, b to the power n, try to understand. If it is given, when you will solve the sums till the end of the exercise, you will get these type of answers. When you will reach up to this line, you will see that two different numbers were there. Okay, they are unknown because letters and variables are written. Powers are same. Okay, it means if the powers are same and the relation is that both are equal, it means bases must be equal. You got that? What I'm telling you? If two numbers are there, and you can see both are different numbers, but the powers are same, it means their values are equal. Okay? Because if I am writing that 2 to the power 2 is equals to dash to the power 2, if this LHS is equal to RHS, powers are same, naturally the same number will be there, then only it is equal. They can't write that 2 square, that is 4 is equals to 3 square, that is 9. This is not equal. It means whenever you will see any number x, y, a, b, c, d is written and powers are equal, you will write there since powers are exponents, anything. Powers or exponents are equal. This will be the condition, are equal. Therefore, bases must be equal to each other. And you can write, therefore x is equals to 1. Okay? And almost similar, see the last law. If a to the power m and b to the power n, here is not b, here is a. Now see what is the difference. Here a to the power m is equals to a to the power n, means bases are same but powers are different. And the relation is there, we can see that equal sign is there. It means our quotient or detail says that both the numbers, whatever is written in LHS and in RHS, both are same. And we can see that bases are same. It means power must be equal. How we can say that? Let's see. My question said that 5 square is equal to 5 to the power dash. Means what? Already it is given that both numbers are equal. In LHS, in RHS, both numbers are equal. Okay, bases are equal. If it is 5 square, naturally this will be 5 square. We can't write that 5 to the power 1 is equals to 5 to the power 2 or 5 to the power 3 is equals to 5 to the power 2. You got it. What we want to say, if the bases are same and they are equal to each other, then powers must be equal to each other. So these are the formula we are going to use in this chapter, children. Now we are coming to our topic, which is especially for standard 9. We are going to use all these things only for exercise, but little bit new things also we have to learn. So we are going to do that. I think now it is clear. This is base. Already I have explained you. This is exponent or index. And if we are writing like a into a into a into a into a so many times, like 4 times. So a to the power 4 is its exponential form. And if it is not written how many times it is multiplied, then what we are doing, n times it is written that it is multiplied n times, maybe 10 times. It means it is equals to a to the power 10. A into a into a into a into 100 times. It means a to the power 100. If it is written a into a into a into a into a n times, means what? A to the power n. Okay. And already I have explained you, 0 power of any number is equals to 1 except a must not be equals to 0, because 0 to the power 0. Now we will see a new thing. As I told you, a new thing we are going to see here in standard 9 in this chapter, and that is surds. What are surds? Already I have written here that are fractional indices, children. Try to understand what I am telling you. If a number is written in this way, 2 to the power 3, okay, that is the indice. Power is a whole number. If the power is written in this way, that is 2 to the power 1 by 3, It means what? This is cube root of 2. So whenever you will see the power or the exponent is written as a fractional number, those type of numbers are called as surds. So before writing the definition, you just see, I try to explain you something here. See, if 2 is a square root of 4, we know that 2 into 2 is equals to 4. It means what? Square root of 4 is 2, right or not? Both lines are just reversed. 2 is square root of 4, right? Or 4 is square of 2. Both are just reverse lines. So our written sin, that is 2 into 2 is equals to 4, or we can write square root of 4 is equals to 2. Okay. So this is surd. Okay. But sometimes you will see that when you are going to open a bracket, root sign, maybe square root, cube root, you will get a proper whole number. But sometimes you will get not a whole number, you will get irrational number like in long decimal numbers. Okay. So similarly, if b is a square, same statement I have made with the help of variables. Like here we have written b is the square root of 4. So 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So similarly, if b is the square root of a, means b into b is equals to a. That is b square is equals to a. Or we can write b is equals to square root of a. Concept of square root can be extended as cube root, like we are writing square root in this way, or in this way we are writing square root. If you will learn other roots also, that cube root, fourth root, these all we will learn under surds. So overall, what is the definition of surds? Not whole number, that will be the fractional, the power will be the fractional number. So a surd is a root of the whole number that has an irrational value. A surd is a root of a whole number whose value is an irrational number. Means if I am thinking about an example, we can take example of like root 2 to the power 1 by 2 means square root of 2. Its value is what? It is 1.414 and few more digits are also there. Okay. So it is not the end of the value. It will continue. It means when we are trying to open the bracket, if simply any number was written like the 2 square, you will get the answer 4. But when you will open these type of numbers, when you try to replace the sign of root or square root or cube root, and you are not getting any whole number, this type of number you are getting irrational number. So this type of numbers are called as surds. Now we are going to start our exercise, children. So let's start. In Amal Agarwal book, there is only single exercise based on this one. One more thing here I want to explain you. As you have learned the laws of exponents, similarly the laws of surds are almost similar. Okay. For example, as you have learned 2 to the power m into 3 to the power m is equals to 2 into 3 to the power m, right? Similarly, when you will see that any number is there with root sign multiplied, you will follow the same rule here also. You got it? At the starting of my video, I have given you 7 or 8 laws of exponent. All the same rules will be applied for, maybe for cube. If here is cube root, you will follow the same thing. Or if any number is in this way, 2 to the power 1 by 3 upon 3 to the power 1 by 3. Again, see, same power should be there. So 2 by 3 to the power 1 by 3, or overall we can write cube root of 2 by 3. So almost this is the same thing. This is the branch of exponent. Only the difference is that now power is in fractional form. We have learned all the exponents as whole number, and now when the same all the rules are valid for surds also, when we will see whole number is having power as fractional number, and when we are trying to remove it, we are not getting a proper answer, but the rules are same, all are valid. Okay, you will see that 2 as we have learned a to the power m into a to the power n is equals to what? A to the power n plus n. These all are valid for sword also. When the sums will come, I will explain this thing. So I'm going to start the chapter, children. Here, just now I'm having 3 books, Haris Sharma, Haris Agrawal and Amal Agrawal. But just now I'm preparing this for ICSE board. So I'm following Amal Agrawal, and there, this is exercise number 7. So, see what is given. Question number 1. Simplify the following. Question is simplified. Think, decide and solve according to you. First question is 81 upon 16 to the power minus 3 by 4. Now see, as I told you, whenever you will see that power is with minus sign, first of all try to change it, convert it into positive power. So what I will do, first of all, I will start converting this number as positive number, and for that what I have to do, I have to write reciprocal of the number. So I will write 16 upon 81 to the power what? 3 by 4. Which rule we have used? I have to show that a to the power minus n is equals to a to the 1 upon a to the power n. So 16 became here, 16 became numerator and 81 became denominator, and our power will be with plus sign. Never try to change the position of 4 and 3, it is as it is. Okay, now this minus became plus. Now what I will do, I can see here this is 16. So 16 means what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So can I write 2 to the power 4? Instead of writing 16, I can write 2 to the power 4. And instead of writing 18, I can write 3 to the power 4. Why I have written it? Because and outside the bracket there was 3 by 4. So I've just copied it. Because I knew that when I'm going to open the bracket, the power will be multiplied, and when I will multiply these two numbers, 4 will cancel here, and here also the same thing will be done, right? So I'm going to do that. So 2 to the power 4 into 3 by 4 upon, here also 3 to the power 4 into 3 to the power to the power 4 to the power 3 by 4, so power multiplied here also, and we will mention here which formula we are using, because there is step marking also. So we will mention that if a to the power m to the power n, so we are writing a to the power m into n. This formula or this identity we have used, or this law we have used here. Now 4 cancelled, 4 cancelled. What is the remaining thing? It is 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3. So 2 cube is what? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So this is your final answer. Fine, children. Now, what is the difference between the standard 8, 7 students and standard 9 and 10? They will use the formula. They are not, and junior student, what they will do? They will open all the things, multiply or whatever they can do. Okay, so it will become lazy sum. Okay, but by using all these formula, we can directly solve the sum, right? So now coming to the next question. This was first sub question 1. Now question number 2 first. My question is 2 into a to the power minus 3, okay, into b square whole cube. We are going to solve it. As I saw, there is a number whose power is minus. First of all, I want to try to convert this as positive powers. For that, what I will do, first of all, I will copy it, and then I will write here a to the power 3, and here is b square. This is b square, yes, and whole cube. I hope you understood where this a to the power minus 3 gone here, and mention it by which formula. A to the power minus n means a to the power n. We have used this law here. That's why this minus a to the power minus 3 became here. Now what? Now I will write 2 to the power So 4, 4, 2, 8, so it is 8, and b square power to the power multiplied, right? And here 3 into 3, so this is 8, b to the power 6, and a to the power 9. This is your answer. Or one step you can do here. You can write a to the 8, a to the power minus. If you want to write in this form, you can write a to the power minus 9 and b to the power 6. Both are correct. Fine. Now we are going to solve question number 2nd, sub question 2, and this is our question and we have to simplify it. Question is a to the power minus 1 plus b to the power minus 1 whole divided by a b to the power minus 1. So we are going to solve it. As I told you, whenever you will see power with negative sign, we have to change it into positive sign. So what we will write? Instead of writing a to the power minus 1, we will write 1 by a. A means a to the power 1, right? So we don't need to write power 1. Already we can see this. Once it is written on a. Similarly, here is 1 upon b, and here is ab to the power minus 1. So I will write 1 upon ab. And whatever law I have used here, we have to show that one also, like a to the power minus n is equals to a to the power n. So we use it here. Now we will take LCM. We are going to add these two fractional numbers. So LCM of these two numbers will be AB. Okay, this that upon side, and then here it would is B plus A. When you will divide AB by A, this is B, and B into 1 is B. Here when you will divide AB by B, this will be A, and A into 1 is A. Okay, and here it is 1 upon AB. Now what we'll do, we'll write the reciprocal. So it is B plus A upon AB, and here is AB upon 1. Reciprocal we have written. I don't know how it is done. So AB cancel, and this is your answer. You can write A plus B or B plus A, both are correct. This is your answer. Now question number 3. I will draw everything on now. Question number 3, sub question 1. Question was similar question. Actually, power minus 1, y to the power almost similar, or whatever we have solved, a little bit difference here. Okay, so my question is x to the power minus 1, y to the power minus 1 whole divided by x to the power minus 1 plus y to the power minus 1. We are going to solve it. So now you all knew that. What I am going to do that, first of all, I will change this negative power into positive power. For that, what I will do, I will write the reciprocal. So it will become 1 by x, and this will become into 1 upon y, because there was no sign in which they both were multiplied. Okay, children? If here is x to the power minus 2, then what you will write? You will write 2 upon x. Right? Wrong. That is not 2 upon x. That is 1 upon x squared. Okay? And if it is y to the power minus 3, we will write 1 upon y to the power 3. That is y cube. You got it? Because mostly I have seen children are doing that type of mistake. If power 2 is there, they will write 2 by x. Wrong. You're writing the reciprocal. So you will, the power will be with the base only the sign you will change. And here x to the power minus 1 means what? 1 by x plus 1 by y. And which rule we have used? This law we have used here. So I have mentioned here. Now what? Here 1 into 1 is 1, or 1x into y is xy. Denominator will be LCM. This is xy. Here it will be y, because x divided. Here y cancel, so x. So at last we write the reciprocal. So it is 1 upon xy into xy upon y plus or x, or x plus y, both are same. Because you are a student of 9th standard now, after 1 year you are going to give 1.5 year, you are going to give a board examination. So you learn one more thing, you directly cut it here. Because we are not sort of junior classes that will do all these things. Directly we can cutting and everything, you can write 1 upon 5 plus 6. Okay. So I haven't cut because maybe some slow-learner students will be confused. So this is my answer. Done. Now question number 3, second sub question. I hope answer is clear. If you're having any doubt, please write in my comment section. If you want any other method, I will teach you by other method also. But for that, you have to like my videos, put your comments. Okay, children. And don't bother about the author. If you're following any other book, Concise book, R.D. Sarma, R.S. Agarwal, any other book, you can put your question in my comment section so that I can solve it for you. Now, question number 3, sub question 2, 4 into 10 to the power 7. See, I am not going to solve all the questions, but I will solve all those questions which may be difficult for you, and rest will be for practice. If you are not able to solve that, solve it. Maybe it's incorrect. Click your picture, send it on my comment section. I will correct it, make a video especially for every person, whoever will do that thing. Okay. And if you are not able to solve a single line, then again at least write the question, send it in my comment section. What is the solution? We will start from here. 4 into 10 to the power 7, 6 into 10 to the power minus 5, 8 into 10 to the power 10. First of all, I was thinking which tool I have to use here. My laws of exponents said that there is some relation between the numbers whose bases are same. So first of all, what I will do one thing. I will write all the same basis numbers together. Right, children? So I'm going to do that. By so many different methods, we can solve these type of sums. So first of all, what I did, 4 into 6 by 8, I have written here, and separately I am writing all the 10 numbers. This is 10 to the power 7, 10 to the power minus 5, and 10 to the power 10. Now what? Now I want to write a single time. I want to write 10. Why I am repeating all the same bases again and again? For that, what I was thinking. Okay, I can package here. 4 1 4, 4 2 8, 2 1 2, 2 3 6. So here is 3. And what about this space? I can write 10 to the power 7 plus minus 5 minus 10. You know what I have done here? I have used the formula. Since both the numbers are same, they are multiplied. So I have added it. Fine, children, see, I have written that 7 plus minus 5, right? And at last, I have seen that same basis there. So we have learned that thing. If any number, same number, if their powers are different, what we do? We subtract the number. So I have subtracted this 10 here, and see, I hope it is clear. Instead of writing twice the same base, what I am doing, I have written single time the base. Those numbers which were multiplied, their powers are added. I have added it. This sign is its own sign. Okay, and the number which was divided, that power is subtracted here. Okay, now 3 into 10 to the power 7 minus 5 is what, children? It is 7 minus 5 is what? 2, and 2 minus 10 is 8. So in next time we write 3 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, and this is your answer. Over. So in this video, up to this one only, and I hope you all will like my video. Must share it with your friends, because they all don't know that I have started a new channel, especially during this lockdown period. So please share my video, children, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you.